Hello everyone, welcome back to another Stitches and Scribbles video. My name is Erin and today we're going to be making a convertible ponytail hat on the Addy knitting machine. For this project you're going to need the worsted weight yarn of your choice. I know this one is from Lovecrafts. Unfortunately I do not remember the color name, but any worsted weight from any of your local craft stores will work just fine. We're going to start by casting on with some waste yarn. So go ahead and find your first pin, start casting on that weight yarn, and you just want to knit for 4, 5, 6 rows so that you have a nice base that won't unravel. Once you've made it all the way back around, go ahead and put that in your yarn guide. Do your first row kind of on the slow side. And then you can speed up a little bit to get in those rows. Alright, once you get all the way back around, then you're going to loop in your yarn that you're going to actually be using. And you're going to zero your row counter. And we're going to do 30 rows of this color. Well, the whole thing's going to be the same color. We're going to do 30 rows until the next step. So again, start that first row of your color on the slow side. Then you can pick up the pace a little bit and keep going until you hit 30 rows on your counter. Once you've hit 30 rows, you're going to need either a crochet hook or the yarn pick tool that comes with some knitting machines. Either one will work. And you're going to find the first loop from the color of the hat you're working on. So not your waste yarn, but the first loop from the color you're working on. You're going to loop it over the pins as you work the next row. So after you've secured the loop on there, push it all the way down and slowly crank. So then you should still have 2 loops on this little peg right here for that first row. You're going to keep doing this all the way around, so push that loop all the way down and slowly crank to the next one. And again, you're going to do this all the way around your piece. And what this is doing is attaching the first row to the row that we're currently working on, so you'll get a doubled over folded brim. So again, just real gently, you are picking up that loop, putting it on the pin, and then pushing it all the way down to the base of the pin. Once you have attached all the way around, you're going to zero your counter again, and you're going to do 30 more rows of your color. Do that first row after the attachment kind of on the slow side, just to make sure that you don't have any stitches that fall off. You also may want to kind of push the stitches down as you go, just to make sure everything is in place. You may also need to get your yarn pick or a crochet hook out to kind of get stitches back where they're supposed to be. And by the second row, you should be able to go almost as normal, maybe pushing down a couple stitches here and there. Mine seem to be popping up all over the place. Once you're on that second row though, you can go ahead and detach your waste yarn if you'd like. You can also just wait till the end. But for this one, since it only needs waste yarn on one side of the project at a time, I like to try to use the same piece of waste yarn for both. So I just pull it out at this stage instead of waiting to the end. Usually most of it comes out pretty cleanly. It's just the last row that you kind of have to tug on it a little bit in order to be able to get it out. Alright, that's out, and you can just keep knitting along until you have 30 rows on your counter. Once you've hit 30 rows, you're going to take your yarn out of the yarn guide, but actually just stick your skein in the center because we're going to need that later to make our drawstring. Then you can go ahead and feed in your waste yarn and work that waste yarn until it completely falls off the machine. Alright, then you can move your machine off to the side and pull out that skein so that we can start working the drawstring. So what you should see is that you have a nice folded brim here at the bottom, and then the rest of your hat worked upwards from that brim. Now you're going to need an actual crochet hook. I use around a size 3, 3.5, somewhere in there, but it doesn't really need to be that exact. Then you're going to insert your crochet hook into the first stitch of that row. I start with a chain 1 and then single crochet into that same stitch. Now you're going to single crochet in every edge stitch all the way around. They should be easy to find because it should be that stitch that's kind of floating in your waste yarn. So not the one up here, the one that's after a row of waste yarn stitches. So single crochet all the way around for the first row of the drawstring. Once you've done that single crochet round, you just join with a slip stitch to the first stitch. I also pulled out my waste yarn as I was working this just to get it out of the way. Now that we've joined the rows, you're going to chain 1, chain a second, and chain a third. This is going to count as our first half double crochet and chain 1. Then you're going to half double crochet, skipping 1 stitch and going into the second stitch from your hook. And we're going to continue all the way around doing a chain 1, skip 1, and half double crochet. That way you should get a bunch of little spaces going all the way around, and this is what we're going to feed our drawstring into. So again, it's chain 1, skip 1, half double crochet. You can go all the way around and join to those chain stitches with a slip stitch. When you're done going around, you should have something that looks like this at the top. I also made my drawstring off camera just by doing chain stitches. I did about 100. You want it so that it's long enough to thread all the way around the top of your hat and still have room at the end to tie it off, even if it's not pulled tight. I'm going to thread the end of my chain stitches onto a yarn needle. Make sure the ends of both of those are pulled really tight. And then I'm going to use my yarn needle just to weave back and forth through all of those chain 1 spaces that we made between our half double crochets. Like that. Then you can trim the ends of your drawstring so that you don't have those long strings hanging off. And now you have your adjustable hat. So you can pull the hat all the way open and have it work as a neck warmer if you pull it down over your face. You can cinch it a little bit to fit over a ponytail or a bun, or you can close it all the way and just tie it in a little bow, kind of like having a pom-pom or a decoration at the top of the hat. But that is it for this. You can use the same fold over brim method for a regular beanie and just cinch up the top with the method you would use for a normal knitting machine beanie. And that's kind of it. I love making these as kind of an alternative to hats. It's also something kind of different if you have a lot of knitters at whatever craft fair you're working at. I would still price these at $25 to match the price of the rest of my hats because people tend to not understand why objects of the same type are different prices. So even though this one does take a little bit longer but uses less yarn, I price it the same as my reversible beanies just to keep all of my hats at the same price point. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this tutorial inspired you to make something. If you want to check me out on other forms of social media, all of that information will be in the description box below. And if you liked seeing this video and want to see more crafty content, make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can be notified of all of my new videos. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone!